What happens when the ruler of hell finally steps into the world he abandoned? When a father's love collides with the pride of a king, and an unstoppable demon watches from the shadows. The newest sneak peeks of Hazbin Hotel Season 2 hint at something far bigger than redemption. This isn't just about saving souls anymore, it's about who really rules hell. Lucifer or Alastor are Lucifer Morningstar, the name that carries fear, respect, and endless curiosity. For so long, he's been a ghost in his own kingdom, a legend whispered by demons and sinners who never thought they'd see him again. But now, in Hazbin Hotel Season 2, the devil himself walks into the hotel that dares to dream of redemption. And from the moment he appears, the atmosphere changes. The air feels heavier. The smiles fade. Every demon in the room suddenly remembers who's really in charge. Lucifer's presence isn't just about family. Sure, he's Charlie's father, and her dream of redeeming souls is something he once mocked. But there's more behind his charming grin. When he steps into that hotel, it's not only as a father, it's as the king of hell reclaiming his throne in disguise. He watches the others with a playful smirk, but behind those golden eyes lies something deeper: control, power, and maybe even fear. Fear that his empire, his rules, and his reputation are slipping away. The hotel represents something dangerous to Lucifer. It challenges his design of hell, a place where punishment, not forgiveness, defines the damned. Charlie's dream of saving souls is a direct threat to everything he built. But instead of stopping her, he plays along. He smiles, he jokes. Because Lucifer never attacks directly, he manipulates the stage until everyone dances to his rhythm. In the new sneak peeks, we see small moments: his calm, almost teasing tone when he speaks to Charlie, his subtle glances at Alastor, and the way the others grow uneasy when he enters. These are not random details. They're signs of dominance. Even Alastor, the radio demon, seems quieter, calculating. It's not fear, it's strategy. He knows that challenging the devil openly is suicide, but testing him, that's where the real game begins, and that's exactly what Season 2 sets up: a world where the devil finally shows his face, but not to rule, to observe, to measure, to decide who among these ambitious demons deserves to rise or fall. Lucifer isn't here to help the hotel succeed. He's here to see if anyone dares to take what's his. Lucifer isn't just another sinner in hell. He is hell, every shadow, every scream, every deal ever made under fire and brimstone. It all began with him. But time changes everything, even for the devil, in Hazbin Hotel Season 2. Lucifer isn't the same all-powerful figure sitting on a burning throne. He's older, smarter, and perhaps more dangerous in his quiet. The sneer is still there, the grin that makes demons flinch, but now it hides something deeper: a man watching his empire start to shift without his hand on the crown. In the new clips, we see him walking through the hotel like a guest, yet every step feels like a reminder that this place exists only because he allows it. The walls themselves seem to hum differently when he's near. He plays the fool, cracking jokes, teasing Charlie, acting like a carefree father who just wants to understand his daughter's dream. But behind that lighthearted act, there's a pulse of judgment. Lucifer doesn't speak much about what he truly thinks because he doesn't need to. He knows words aren't what control hell presence does. Lucifer's dominance isn't loud. It's the kind that makes even silence feel heavy. When he looks at someone, it's like he already knows their end. And that's what makes him terrifying. His control doesn't come from rage. It comes from confidence. Everyone in hell owes their existence to him, whether they like it or not. Even Alastor, with all his twisted charisma, is playing on borrowed ground. What's fascinating about Season 2's sneak peeks is how Lucifer never raises his voice. He doesn't threaten anyone. Instead, he laughs, that perfect, charming laugh that could mean everything or nothing. It's his way of saying, I'm still the one who decides how this story ends. And that's where his real power lies, not in violence, but in knowing everyone's secret weakness and waiting for the right moment to use it. But here's the twist. Lucifer's dominance is being tested in ways he's never faced before. The old laws of hell are breaking. New powers are rising. Redemption is spreading like a spark you can't quite stamp out. And deep down, He knows the world he created might not need him anymore. That fear, buried under the grin, could be the very thing that makes him dangerous again. Because when the devil feels his throne slipping, he doesn't fight to rule. He fights to remind everyone why he once did. Alastor is not a monster who shouts. He doesn't need to. His voice carries through every speaker, every flickering light, every heartbeat in the room. When he smiles, it's not out of joy, it's out of hunger. Hunger for chaos. Hunger for control. In Hazbin Hotel Season 2, that hunger finally finds its true target, Lucifer Morningstar himself. From the moment Lucifer steps into the hotel, Alastor's grin tightens. He hides it well, behind a charming laugh and his signature old-time radio crackle, but there's tension in his tone. The radio demon is used to being the most unpredictable force in the room, the one everyone fears but can't quite understand. Yet now, he's standing in front of the only being who could silence his broadcast forever. That doesn't scare Alastor. It excites him. Alastor's ambition has always been masked as entertainment. He loves the show, the drama, the fear, the thrill of watching others crumble. But Season 2 reveals that his games might have a purpose. The hotel isn't just a project for redemption to him. It's a stage. A perfect experiment to test how far he can push hell's rules before they break. And with Lucifer watching, that stage becomes a battlefield for minds instead of muscle. The new sneak peeks give us small, but powerful clues, a moment where Alastor's voice glitches when Lucifer speaks. A look that lingers too long, a laugh that sounds just a bit too forced. He's measuring the devil, studying him, the same way he studies everyone he plans to destroy. But Alastor is patient. He doesn't strike first. He waits for the perfect weakness to reveal itself. And in Lucifer, he might have found something, doubt, deep down. Alastor knows Lucifer's reign depends on fear, not faith. And fear fades. Alastor thrives on that decay. He's not trying to overthrow hell in one grand gesture. He's doing it one conversation, one manipulation, one smirk at a time. His real power isn't in what he shows, it's in what he hides. Every favor he grants, every joke he cracks, every deal he makes, it's all part of a quiet rebellion against the throne itself. So when fans wonder if Alastor truly respects Lucifer, the answer is simple. He doesn't. He studies him the way a predator studies prey. Because in Alastor's mind, even the devil can bleed. And once he finds the right frequency to expose that weakness, he'll make sure the entire underworld hears it loud and clear, broadcast live from the Hazbin Hotel when two predators share the same cage. Peace is just the pause before the storm. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 is quietly building that storm, a clash not of fists, but of wills. Lucifer and Alastor are mirrors of each other, charming, powerful, and utterly convinced they can't lose. But only one can stand at the top when the laughter fades and the smoke clears. This isn't a war fought in fire. It's a war of control. Lucifer rules through legacy. His power comes from the fear and respect he's built over ages. Alastor, on the other hand, thrives on unpredictability. He's chaos disguised as elegance. Where Lucifer brings order to hell, Alastor brings noise. And in the middle of this tug-of-war stands the Hotel Charlie's dream. Trembling under the weight of two titans testing each other's patience, imagine the tension. Lucifer's calm smile facing Alastor's fixed grin. Every line of dialogue between them feels like a chess move. A compliment is a threat. A laugh is a warning. The hotel becomes their stage and Charlie, their unwilling pawn. Lucifer sees her project as foolish idealism. Alastor sees it as opportunity. But both men know the truth. Whoever controls the hotel controls the future of hell itself. The sneak peeks give subtle signs of this hidden war. Lucifer's words are dipped in sarcasm, but his eyes are cold steel. Alastor responds with jokes that feel too sharp to be harmless. Every interaction drips with double meaning, respect twisted into rivalry. Viewers can sense it, beneath the politeness. Hell is holding its breath. What makes this battle fascinating is that neither wants to destroy the other. Not yet. Lucifer wants to remind Alastor of who's king. Alastor wants to prove that even kings can fall. It's a balance built on pride and curiosity, one wrong word, one step too far. And everything will burn. And maybe that's the real message of season 2. Redemption isn't the only dream inside that hotel. Power is. Both Lucifer and Alastor wear smiles, but those smiles hide teeth. And when the curtain finally falls, the question won't be who wins, but who's left standing to tell the story, because in hell, wars don't end. They echo. And every echo sounds like laughter. From the devil or the demon, no one can tell which.